August 28th, opening day of Oregon's archery elk season. I've chosen to sit on a blind I put up. Cool morning, feels good. Not a lot of water right now, so hopefully some stuff will come in. Again, a few good pictures. One really good bull, a handful of smaller bulls, some cows and some deer and stuff. But anyway, stick with us. I'm gonna shut up, cross my fingers, relax. Hopefully I'll bring you some action. Again, we're just getting started. Benchmark Outdoors 2021. Yesterday, I checked in with you guys. It's pretty uneventful. But about 7 o'clock, I looked over to the right, and I could see a lone elk standing there. It ended up winding me, and when it turned, I could see it was a bull. I think it was just a small branch bull. And that was a little after 12. I had a calf and a cow come in, and the calf jumped in the pond and was messing around, and then they just worked their way out. That was pretty much it. Anyway, I hope everybody's having a good weekend. Fingers crossed that some action starts soon. Catch up with you later. August 30th, third day of the season here in Oregon. A little tip, spend a little more time. If you think you've spent enough time setting up your tree stand or blind, take more time. I really screwed myself on this blind set. To the eye it looks perfect, but you gotta know the wind in your area, which is a rookie mistake. Yesterday, I had a cow and a calf come in early, and then I had 5 cows come in at 7:30, and then I had a herd come in behind me. The wind was all bad. I could hear the bull raking his horns or antlers, and I was screwed. I knew as soon as I got my wind, I was done, and sure enough, I was done. So my plan was today, get in early, and then I'm going to move my blind over to the far side. It's a no-brainer. I'm just getting winded. About 7:30, I had a herd come in behind me, and I could see him out of the corner of my blind. And I knew as soon as they got down to my right, they were going to wind me, and sure as shit, they winded me and blew up. As I was sitting here, I hung my bow back up, and I was just disgusted. And I looked over to my left, and I could see an elk body coming down, and it was a cow and that calf from yesterday, I believe. They came around the blind, downwind, bam, got me and took off. I'm certainly a little disappointed in myself. So I'm going to hang out here for another hour or two, just in case something decides to come down and I have the wind for that area. Boys and girls, spend more time on your sets. I've done hundreds of sets, and I just put this one up in a hurry because it looked good. I didn't pay attention to the wind. Pre-season, when you're setting these things up, you really need to spend some time. Set your blind up, sit in it. Take a week in a camp to sit in it and see what the wind's doing at certain times of the day, because I didn't do that. And if I would have, that was 2 bulls that were coming into my set that winded me in 2 nights. Take care, stick with us. We'll catch you on the next one. weekend. Before I left, I moved my blind, and I got in here about 5 o'clock this morning. I'm gonna stick it out all day. I know it's not the most exciting sitting at water holes. So hopefully I'll have some good action for you guys. Man, it sounded good. I reviewed the footage. I shot him at 145. It's 216 now. It looked good. The arrow looked good. I could see it, and it hit right behind his shoulder, 34 yards. So I held my top pin. You can see that mound in the video, and I held it about 4 or 5 inches above that mound, and you could see the arrow flight. Perfect, sounded perfect. And when he turned and busted out, I could see perfect blood spot right behind his shoulder. I was a little worried when I originally saw it during real time. It looked a little far back, but it's just because he's running. When his leg comes back, I mean, it absolutely looks like a double lung shot. I moved my ground blind after last weekend in here. Man, I had lots of elk come in, but they're blowing out. I'm happy. Eastern Oregon, Rocky Mountain bulls, and I'm gonna give another 20 minutes. I'm gonna go see what I can find. It should be up in here, so let's see what we can find. There's blood right there. Spraying out pretty good. You went 50 yards. You went 50 yards. Yes. Solo. Yes. I got her done. Not a bad 5 at all. All right. Gotta notch my tag. All right. Whew. Got it done. Right on.
lots of midnight runs over here, checking my stuff. And yeah, feeling pretty blessed right now. Shoot, I need to start taking care of this guy. But thanks for watching. One down, one to go. All right, time to get down to business. Hooker getting ready. Alright guys, it's Friday, September 10th. We're over here on the Oregon coast, and it's about 5 o'clock. We're gonna head into this area we know back behind us. There's some big draws that come down into these swamps. And he's been in them the last couple opening week, I guess it was. I was over east. I got lucky and killed a bull. But we're gonna go up here. I don't know how much calling we're gonna do. We're gonna go check for some sign and see what we can come up with. What do you think?
Well, they were in here pretty thick and heavy last week. My last day to hunt was Thursday night, I think.
Over a week ago.
Yeah. Oh, Sunday night. Anyway, I got in here and I passed a couple spikes and a little tiny rag on, right at last light. I was waiting for my wife to catch up so that she could watch. But they were in here every single day in one of these little draws, these finger draws that come out of the big canyon. Just gonna kind of go take the temperature, I think, just get a feel for it and see if we can pinpoint where they're coming out and what they're doing. So
yeah, we'll get up in there and see what the wind's doing. And see what we can cut for sign. And
I guarantee you there's an elk within a 2-mile radius of me right now.
Oh, yeah.
But it's just, we got to figure out what their patterns are doing since it's been, almost a week since I've been in here.
Yeah, they were in a big herd, weren't they?
Yeah.
Like super herd.
Yeah, Saturday I caught them up in the clear cut on a different piece of private. And there was probably 80 head of them in there. A real nice bull, a couple more decent branches, and that one big bull's fired up. He's very killable.
He's mean.
But we just gotta wait for him to move to the right side here where we can get at him.
Yeah.
So, well, we gotta get going though, because we're running out of time.
Okay, it's September 11th, 6:30 in the morning. We're heading back up into where we went last night. Tech tip number 1 for the day. We're using various tools to try to figure out an elk herd. Try to be low as impact as you can. When you have trail cameras and you hike them into these special spots and you prep them, make sure they're on when you leave.
They won't work if they're on setup mode. my cameras work when they're right.
Alright, but we're gonna go up here and see if we can see any cross trails, any fresh sign. Maybe throw a few cow calls up, and then go from there.
They really like to bet on this knob, so there's a good chance they've been feeding on this backside all night. So maybe we can catch up or hear them moving around in there, and maybe get set up and make a play. I think that's our best bet right now, but we don't want to go too crazy and go pushing through this yet. Pro tip number 2. When you're hunting, buddy, spots a flock of grouse, and you turn the camera on, just watch him try to get one. Just because he shrugs his shoulders doesn't mean you can go tromping through the brush like an elephant, because then they fly away.
Can't find a bull, but we found some chanterelles.
It's September 12th. We went up here and glassed some cuts off a landing. We didn't see anything obvious. We're gonna head back in here, see if anything's been into these little meadows back here. We're gonna start hitting the timber hard. Yesterday was pretty slow. We're not gonna give up.
Our old go-tos are kind of at a standstill for the moment, so we're going to go grind it out up in the hills real hard. We got probably a 15-mile day ahead of us. That's if we don't kill something.
I don't know, about 15.
We'll make it 15.
Alright, yeah, we're gonna get after it.
We need to.
So we're gonna get after it, be a little more aggressive today. Stay out of some of the bedding areas that surround some of the areas that we like to set up, but just see if we can't find some sign. Enjoy the day. It's mild, probably high 50s, not much wind, but we're gonna get going here.
Alright.
Everybody's got a few places in the woods that are always gonna be near and dear, special to their heart. They can always relive an incident in their mind. It was 2 years ago. I think it might have been the last day of season. I was headed back home, and I just thought I'd take a quick little jaunt up to these clear cuts. And this is the same clear cut that we bear on clear cuts and just check them just to see if anything could happen. A Hail Mary kind of thing. And it had been raining a little bit, not anything super crazy. It had gotten dark. I bumped a bull. No chance at him, whatever. Season stuff. I'm coming back down this same trail, and we're in a little bit of an opening, like an old quarry or something. I had just gotten about to where that little limb of the alders is. I look around with my headlight, and all I see is 2 green eyeballs. Not a big deal, right? Until it starts coming at me at a dead run. And we're talking 40 yards. I about lost control of my bowels. I didn't have a gun with me. If I did, I would have unloaded it. All I could think to do at the time was put my bow out in front of me and brace and scream, "Hey, hey, hey, hey." And right as I started doing that, a fawn deer that was about 40 pounds jumped over my head and flew like Superman into those salmon berries. And I for sure had already decided that I was going to get turned into a big pile of black bear poop that night. I'll never forget that in my whole life. The end.
Good story.
So, as we were sitting here up top, we heard some bugling going on. Ran down here and we got set up. And this bull came coming in. I just pinwheeled him. That's what I was thinking about while I was sitting there having a sandwich. It's been a rough day. Hiking in, gonna go check out some Forest Service land. And got a lot of miles ahead of us.
It's been a struggle for us.
Saw some this morning.
Got into a little
But,
bit this morning.
They got onto a piece that we don't have access to. It's shut down right now. So we're out here grinding it out. We got, 2 full days left to hunt. And today. So we're going to do our best, make something happen. But if it doesn't, it's alright. Can't be upset. Only mad at myself. I passed 5 bulls this year already. So, whatever. It's all elk hunting. It's fun no matter what.
That's right. Alright. I'm gonna head go check out this reprod patch. And then work up, and like Hook said, we're gonna go hit some national forest. Kind of a bummer deal this year, but lost a lot of the good stuff that we've hunted for years.
This is the problem with modern day camouflage, is it has no depth whatsoever. And the animals are able to pick out your hard lines like a neon sign. Somebody taught me this. And seems to make a difference. That's what these little holes in your hat are actually for.
Yeah,
They developed them in 1939 in preparation for World War II and camouflage against the Germans.
It's another tech tip from Benchmark.
I'm full of them. You didn't see me, did you?
No, that was good, dude. That's a difference. That's a difference.
Watch it gets better. Now you see me?
Yep. Oh.
Tuesday, September 14th. I want everybody to know that. Because right now, I'm going to make a proclamation that I will kill a bull on Thursday. I want people to know that ahead of time that I called it. Thursday's going to be the day I kill a bull, so we can just take a nap until then. There's a storm front moving in. It's my superstitious lucky day. I think it's going to get really good. So I hope it comes together then, because otherwise we're heading for Imnaha. And that's the end of my elk season for the story this year. So I just want you to know that now. Always seems like there's a huge uptick after that.
Yeah, it's definitely a lull in our areas.
I bet you we cover at least 3 or 4 more miles before we even head back.
I smelled them back there. There's a few calf tracks in the road. You see that?
Hmm.
Yeah, I definitely smelled it, but
they're starting to move. We're seeing some new bulls in some new areas.
yeah,
It's too hot to be out in this clear cut. I'm dying right now. Look at me. But it's only like 65 degrees.
yeah, I know. Let's get up in there.
Getting that timber and go see if we can make it happen.
So here we are, somewhere between Creek and BFE. Cannot stick my arms out and spin in a circle without whacking in the brush. I made a mistake, it appears. I took the wrong trail. And just trying to get out to the clear cut in the road, guys. But I end up on this bear trail. There's 3 piles of poop back there that are so big, you can make like a new level of yo mama jokes. Like, yo mama's so fat, she's fatter than that pile of bear poop Hook saw. Then I come wandering by, and I see that handy dandy little hidey hole under this 3,000-year-old stump. It's dead. So, if you don't hear from me again, it's because I got eaten by a bear. Because I'll never see it coming at this point. Oh, shit, what was that? Is that an antler? Oh, it was! No, it wasn't. Oh, God, I feel stupid now. Man, I thought for sure I stepped on an antler. Oh, yeah. 1, 2. There's the other one. 3, somewhere around there. I hope nobody gets motion sick. Ugh. Okay, it's a little better. All right, I gotta figure out how to get out of here.
What is it, Wednesday 15th?
I think so.
September 15th. We just got on a herd. They're in these series of meadows, and we tried to get around them, but they gave us the split. Man, there's like what, 30, 35 head
At least. One raghorn for sure. A couple more spikes, you said.
Yeah.
And they circled up into the canyon. They kind of acted a little spooky.
Yeah, they're just not, man.
Yeah, they're really wound up tight about being seen during daylight right now. And I don't know why. I don't know if somebody has been over here hunting them, but I mean, they're acting weird. On our way in though, I heard a separate crash. So I don't know if we split the herd, but then we saw part of them run off the other way. So we need to figure out how we're going to do this. If we think we can get in there and try to catch them as they meet back up, but then where?
Yeah, they're just not answering. We had 2 bulls last night, but unfortunately they were on property that we can no longer access. Kind of had a bead on an area we can get into, and yeah, we found them, but we were gonna go after them, but man, this wind is just ripping all around.
Probably just heard people behind us.
So we're struggling, but we're not giving up.
I grew up in a little town, hell on wheels with the hammer down. I only had a couple of things in mind. I started out chasing girls and chasing bucks, bugling bulls and mallard ducks, and occasional rainbow.
There's one around here. Where are you? They laid the dollar shore.
There he is. At it again. If you listen quietly, you could probably hear him snore. That was a good one, did you hear it?
In the morning, thanking the good Lord for who I am today, how I was born and raised. can hear him screaming for miles through the best of God's terrain. He's every bit of a man now that his voice has changed. He only feels the need to scream to tell you that he's out for blood. So when that timber rumbles below, he'll show you what he's made of. When the big bull cries his song, there's no doubt he's out there. Steam coming off his angry face, every breath of his air. And it makes him feel strong when the big bull cries his song. The big bull cries his song. From the Rockies of Colorado to the Olympics on the coast, you can hear those canyons come alive and go silent like a ghost. Those ivory tips and that low-tone chuckle cut right to the bone. If you dare to take him on, you best not be alone. When the big bull cries his song, there's no doubt he's out there. Steam coming off his angry face, he lives for the moment, and it makes him feel strong when the big bull cries his song. The big bull cries his song, yeah, yeah. When the big bull cries his song, there's no doubt he's out there. Steam coming off his angry face, every breath of his air. He lives for the moment, and it makes him feel strong when the big bull cries his song. The big bull cries his song, yeah, yeah.
Alright, so I just hit a bull. Oh my god, it's been the most tense hour and a half I've ever had. Oh, he's going down, oh, what? He just went down, he just went down right under that tree. Oh, man, oh. I did it. Oh, we did it. He's trying to get up. I gotta go. He's spinning circles. He went down once, he got up. You can see my luminant glowing. I don't think he's woozy enough to try to move in on him across this field yet. I gotta give him just a couple more minutes. I shot him maybe minutes ago and he just fell, but got back up. I'm gonna try to sneak while he's looking away. Benchmark outdoors, maybe. All right, here comes Mark.
Is he dead?
I heard him crash inside the tree line. Come here.
How long were you at full draw right here at 10 yards? What? How long were you at full draw at like 10 yards right here?
45 minutes or so.
45 minutes.
I don't feel like
Dude.
right there.
Yeah.
Oh God, I was shaking. My knees were shaking because my shoulder was shaking so bad.
Dude. I was like, one more step. He wasn't doing anything and maybe I shouldn't have called.
No, he liked your cow. That's what I was trying to say. He likes your cows, but your raking was scaring him.
Oh, there's your arrow over there.
Yeah, I know. So I hit him tight to the shoulder. It might have clipped his elbow because I didn't get good penetration.
It sounded like I heard coughing up there. Did you hear that?
I didn't hear that, but I heard him go up there and crash. He fell down once, and then he got back up.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So I shot straight behind that, I shot him over here, but he ran and met up with all the cows underneath that alder tree, and he stood there for a minute, and they started moving off, and he just stood there, and his head was kind of hanging, and then he fell down, and I about screamed, but he started thrashing, and he got back
I
up,
heard that.
and that's why I was like trying to tiptoe, but there was another spike watching me over here, and I want that spike to go push him out.
Was that the same bull I called in right here?
Yeah, it's the only branch bull in the herd. I don't know why. Like, he's a good framed bull, but like he's like a goofy 3x4.
Man, he had a beagle.
Man, yeah, dude. I think he got whooped earlier, and I don't know how he got all those cows.
I don't know.
He was he liked to talk, but he was all talk. He didn't want to throw down though. But man, yeah.
Oh, dude, I thought. I can't believe he didn't find a hole through that.
Oh man.
So you think you got to pass through? It looks.
No. I know I didn't. I saw it go in, it stopped, and it fell out when he ran. That's what I'm saying. I think it clipped his elbow.
But it might have got lungs.
Oh, I know it got lungs. There's no reason for him to stop and fall over if I didn't hit lungs. No, it was like head drooping a little more, fell over, thrashed, somersault. I thought
It sounded good.
I thought I heard something crash, and yeah, I mean it sounded. I mean, I didn't hear any crack from a bone. All I heard was the thunk.
Yeah, I heard it. I just turned the camera
It was 55 yards. And,
Holy cow!
I mean, that's not too crazy, but like I said, everything about the shot was perfect. It was just like 2 inches forward, maybe. So, let's go look at my arrow before I lose it.
It sounded like he coughed and crashed right up there.
I heard a big crash, more than just him.
And then
stumbling.
did you hear the elk run after that crash?
Yeah, I heard them bust. So
Okay.
I think we're gonna be good, but we'll go on, give him a little bit of time. I'll go get my bow, my arrow.
I'll go with you.
We'll regroup and go get the packs. Holy smokes, baby!
Best luck outdoors. 2021. Wish us luck now. Let's go look.
We'll get back to you here in a minute. You called him in like 4 times.
I know. You just didn't want to.
I didn't want to leave these ones. You had a lot of cows, man. It'll be a late night. See them bubbles? So, you rolling?
Yeah.
So we got my arrow. There's bubbly blood on it, but I didn't get a pass through. That almost looks like heart blood, but he shouldn't have stood up that long. So let me see how long my arrows are.
I think those are 30, aren't they?
I think so. Oh, it broke it off right at the knock, or the insert. But
So
still,
you got half.
we got blood all the way out here. That might be splatter. It's dipped in blood clear to here. So we got over 12 inches of penetration.
In there?
Yeah. Oh, you don't have your glasses, huh? Oh, man. Yeah, all that's bubbles. Bubbles. And so we got a foot of penetration. Bubbles on it. Thick, bright red blood up there.
Woohoo! I think that's enough. What'd you see when you...
So I shot. Everything felt good, looked good, perfect. Had a solid range on him finally. And it nailed him. Perfect elevation-wise, but tight to the shoulder. And
didn't get a full pass through. We got like a foot of penetration. But I could see the knock sticking out of him. He ran, he probably ran 15, 20 yards and it fell out. But as he was standing here, I could see just a red triangle coming out of him, and it was growing. Like he's gonna be dead.
Okay.
But
Well, let's go get a snack.
yeah, snack, flashlights, batteries, extra batteries.
Wish us luck.
All right.
All right, so we were a little worried because this bull went onto private property, and we just pulled up to this house. We figured out on Onyx,
Who owns it?
as we were, kind of figuring out where this bull is possibly down. And what do you say?
He said, absolutely, no worries.
All
Good
right.
luck. So, yeah, I didn't even think about it. So,
All right. Cool.
we're golden.
All right. So we're going to go evaluate what we got, and we'll get back to you.
It's a little after 9:30. I shot a bull about 2 hours ago. Hiked out of here. Got our heavy packs, knives, everything we need. We're gonna get in there. We heard him go into the brush line, and another crash, and then we heard all of his cows bust out of here too. So the shot, it was a good shot, halfway down the body, real tight to the shoulder. He fell down once, and he got back up. And that's when he made it to the brush line. So we wanted to give him a little bit of time just to make sure we didn't bump him and ruin this for ourselves. So we're doing it, taking it slow, nice and easy. Hopefully he's not far because we heard that big crash just inside. He's not going anywhere. He's dead, but we just don't want to.
Yeah, it was pretty sweet night, man.
Oh my God, I haven't heard a bull bugle that much. I can't remember when, man. You had him fired up.
Yeah, we just, we used every tool in the book. He came in, 4 times? He had him at about 15 yards broadside, but there's just too many alders. He probably could have snuck a shot through, but I just could not pull him. He could come up over and see where I was calling and raking, but he kept coming in, but he wouldn't leave his cow, so he gave the old sneak, man, and he worked it perfect, and I just kept the bull going and gave you a shot.
Mm-hmm. It worked.
All right, so wish us luck. Hopefully we'll be at the end of the trail here with a nice bull. Coastal Roosevelt bull. We've been working pretty darn hard.
2 weeks straight almost.
Yeah.
At least you've been over east, having your own thing going.
Yeah, but it's always, every year, this is what we love. So, fingers are crossed.
We got this.
Finding myself in a vicious way. The seasons come and they go away. There ain't enough room to bottle it up and put the lid on tight. People say I'm crazy and I self-destruct. In September when the sun comes up, and I'm high enough and I'm strung out on a bull. So give me big racks and bloody backs.
Yeah, I got a little over here.
Somewhere deep in the mountains, Jack.
This drop.
Where I think about this pain that I love, I can smoke this.
Buddy, we don't need no blood. That's a dead bull.
Big racks and bloody backs.
Bam! Man, I had one day. Tomorrow was gonna be my last day left to hunt for this year. I knew I had to get it done. Oh, hey, I found the blood you were looking for. Right there. Yeah, I knew it, man. Oh, man. What'd I tell you about that shot?
Give me big racks and bloody backs. Somewhere deep in the mountains, Jack. It's where I think about this pain that I love. I can smoke this thing just like a drug. I'm addicted to big racks and bloody backs.
3x4.
God, he's heavy.
He's the smallest. He's got less points than the bull. But man, I can barely get my hands around it. Only my middle finger. What a cool ball. Oh, he ain't young.
We did it, bro. We didn't get left. We didn't get left, man.
I knew he was dead, man.
Now give me big racks and bloody backs. Somewhere free is where I'm at.
Dude, thank you so much, man. You did an awesome job working it.
That was so fun.
It played out perfect. Sneaking in on him, moving when we read his play. He came in, peeked over, wasn't sure, he left. So this is our chance. Oh, then he caught me in those alders at like, I don't know, just a few steps. I was drawn back, but I can't wait to see how long that actually was. Several minutes it felt like. He snuck away again, you called him back.
I can't believe we did it, man.
I can. Why,
Oh,
you got
yeah.
no faith in us? We've
Always.
done this before.
Oh, yeah. We just been working so hard.
Oh.
We got on him this morning, and we just couldn't get him going. I mean, we got him going, but they got it in their beds, and we just couldn't.
They gave us the slip. And
Yeah. Yep.
in a place we weren't sure we were going to be able to get to him, so we had to back out.
And we just,
The wind wasn't right either
no.
this morning. So we got out of there, gave it some time, let them do their elk thing. We knew the same general area they were going to be in, got back here with plenty enough time. Before too much, we hear a bugle, some limbs pop, get a beat on them.
So awesome. You made such
Oh,
a freaking sweet
Dude,
shot.
look at this.
Man, I don't know. We got so many people to thank. Thank our wives for putting up with our passion. And thank our friends at Bowtech. They've always been number one. They have been just awesome. Josh and all the guys at Bowtech have just been stellar. Always stood behind it. And Spot Hog. Phelps?
That didn't work at all.
No.
No, that was his kryptonite. Oh, buddy.
And I switched to the orange reed this year just because I could just get that higher pitch and hold that tone.
Dude, we gave him about an hour and 45 minutes too long, or longer than we needed to. Get that in there.
Dandy, man, he is heavy. Look at that. Beautiful bull. Just, man, look at that.
Dude, I can barely get my fingers around his bases as a 3-point.
Just crazy. Just doesn't, I mean, he had, what, 30 cows?
At least, yeah,
There's
20,
one little
30.
spike in the group.
Dude, look at this.
I know. Well, we got some work,
Yeah, we do.
but it's good work, bro.
That's all right. It's the kind of
Awesome,
work I
dude.
put up with.
The journey's been rough, but we did it. The video, we're not professional videoers. We just,
By far.
by far.
By
But
real
we're
far.
going to improve, bring you our adventures. So, Roosevelt, Rocky Mountain, East versus West. Huh?
Which one do you like more?
I don't know. I like my Rosies.
I was asking them.
Oh, which do you guys like more?
But yeah, I can't give up Rosies for nothing. I haven't been
No.
east in almost a decade. And it's fun. It's a nice change of scenery. But this just feels right. This is where my heart belongs. This is how it should be.
Yeah. God, he's polished. Oh, man. I
Picking
love
fights with bulls every September.
it. Love it. Absolutely love it.
Oh, buddy.
Thanks, Jason. I know you get so many people pumping you up, but man, you are the best. What do you think?
Let's get the knives out.
I could hear the thunder screaming in a canyon down below, where all my summer of scouting was a long way from the road. I'd walk miles and miles of ridge top to find his watering hole, where he breed his little harrow.
Validate.
Bam.
Done deal.
One cool little tech tip, a real one this time. Carry a little bit of athletic tape with you. Oregon requires you to do the online. It doesn't require you, but they want everybody doing the online tagging system. So you get a confirmation code once you tap that you have harvested your animal. But this athletic tape, you can write on it with just about anything. A Sharpie works great, and then you can put your confirmation code on here so you stay nice and legal. This isn't going to blow off in the back of your truck. Keep the writing on it even when it's wet, if it's been in the sun, whatever. I did my own Euro last year. For whatever reason, I didn't take this off. Even after the whole cleaning system, that was still legible. So the athletic tape and a Sharpie, it takes up no room in your pack and weighs virtually nothing and keeps you out of trouble this way. Might want to try that.
These hooked up trees are gonna turn you on.
Thursday the 16th, grounded out hard yesterday. Season's been a blast, frustrating, fun, makes you want to cry, makes you want to go home and drink yourself to sleep, makes liars out of people in some cases. If you'll remember, I swore I was going to kill one on Thursday the 16th. That kind of changed last night. We got done, got into a screaming match with a good bull. He's kind of unique. He's real heavy, real solid. He's got a great frame on him, but he's only a 3x4. It all came together. Things, can't say it happened fast, but it happened kind of suddenly, surprising. And I got my bull for the year, so it's time to get this guy to the cooler. Everything else cleaned up, packed up, go home, rest for a couple days, and I'll see you in Imnaha.
I can't hunt bull elk in heaven. Well, I guess that I am going to hell. As the days go by and the way I live my life, there's nothing in my way when the time is right.
I want to share another pro tip here.
And if
This is
I
called
have to
PB&J
wait while I'm
Bowtech.
standing at the pearly gates, or at the Del